Hello, what I want to share with you in this video is how you can use either a GoPro Hero 3 or 4 for night vision. Both the Hero 3 and 4 use the same sensor, and it is actually infrared sensitive. And what stops you seeing the infrared is the fact that the lens itself is coated with an infrared block filter. And you can see that very clearly on this particular lens I'm showing you now. So what do? You extract the original lens, and there's plenty of videos on YouTube showing how to do that. So I won't discuss that here. Go look it up, very easy to do. And actually get yourself, probably via eBay, a new lens mount and lens, because the original GoPro lenses are actually glued in and it makes it very difficult to try and replace those. So if you're fairly confident, it's pretty easy to do, and what you'll end up with is a GoPro 3 with a new lens. This looks a bit tatty, I know, because I've actually removed the outer surround on this one, and I've filled in close up with clear silicone gel any gaps to stop things like sand and dirt getting into the electronics of this particular camera. But this now has an infrared sensitive lens, and as I say, these are also available via the internet, and I'll put the website for these down in the description, as I will put a few descriptions of eBay sellers selling things such as the replacement lens and lens holders in fisheye. This isn't a fisheye lens, this is 5.4mm. I've actually bought an infrared block lens and a normal infrared pass lens, which are both 5.4. The reason is I've got a quadcopter and I wanted to remove the fisheye, so there's the standard 5.4mm lens without passing infrared. That's actually got an infrared block on it as well. The fisheye lens, the normal fisheye lens, you'll see actually is a lot wider, and I'll just show you that one, comparing it to a 5.4mm replacement lens. And those are the two. That's the fisheye in my right hand, and this is the normal lens in my left. So you can see there's quite a discrepancy there between actual diameters of those lenses. So what do you do once you've actually replaced the lens for an infrared pass? Well, again, what you can do is go on eBay and buy one of these. This is actually a spares security infrared light for, I think, a CCTV camera. The original diameter of this is a lot wider, and I had to think of a way of reducing that hole in such a way as the lens would facilitate the mounting of this infrared illuminator. And what I ended up doing was found a product called Sugru, or Sugru. And what this is a mouldable rubber. And it comes in these little sealed up packets in various colours. This is obviously black. And what you do is you mould it to the shape you want, putting detergent, some sort of soap or detergent around things that you don't want it to stick to whilst you form it. So I covered up the body of the camera, coated the outer of the lens with the soap, and then moulded the Sugru into the diameter of the lens. And 24 hours later, it hardens and becomes a rubber. And this now then just pushes straight over that lens, and it's actually a really nice fit. And what happens is there's a little circuit which I've got in this box here, and there's 6 AA batteries in the base, and in this unit there's a converter to convert from the 9 volts of the 6 1.5 volt batteries up to 12 volts. All this information I'll give you in the description of the video. So basically what happens is it gets nice and dark, and these illuminate in infrared. And I don't know if you can just see that, they've actually come on there showing you the infrared illumination. What I'll do now is show you a clip of this in action. So as you can see, we're starting off here with normal ambient light, and we're going to go into a totally dark room, the bedroom, and at this point I'm just about to put the illuminator on, and there's our boy Ralph, our 17-month-old Dalmatian, on the bed asleep. You can see the light reflecting off his eyes there. I'll also turn this into black and white now, because this is full spectrum. That's turning the infrared illuminator off, so you can actually see it's pitch black. Putting it back on again, how much it actually does light up the room. So I think we'll just move around a bit and show the rest of the room illuminated. Totally pitch black at this point in this room, and you can see that lights up quite well. There is a bit of a hot spot there, but I think generally it does quite a good job. So I think we'll leave Ralph asleep on the bed there and take a little walk downstairs. Again, all totally dark. Bit of a hot spot slightly. It's more noticeable if you don't actually turn this to black and white. Once you turn the colour off, the whole thing sort of comes alive a bit more and seems to be a bit clearer and more clarity to it. So that's moving around, totally pitch dark here, and I'm relying on the viewfinder of the GoPro to actually make my way through down into the kitchen area. You can see the reflection there in the back window, how bright this little infrared illuminator actually is. Turning it off again just to give you an idea of what it's lighting up for us, and then we'll put it back on again and go through into the kitchen itself. And I really can't emphasize just how dark this is. You can just about make out the clock there of the microwave in the dark. And I think we'll turn around and we'll show you the cooker illuminated in a minute with just its own clock as well. So I'm going to turn the light off again. So again, once everything's off, you can't really see anything at all, but putting the infrared illuminator back on again, you see an awful lot more. So there we go. That's the GoPro Hero range modified to allow for filming in the middle of the night in pitch black. Hope you found this video useful. Please consider subscribing and do comment down below as well, and I will reply to any comments that people make asking questions about this. So thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.